privilege to have you here amongst us. Ma'am, over to you.
Thank you so much, Gitanjali ji. In fact, I was trying to interrupt you in between because you were so gracious to give an elaborate introduction for me. And I sincerely believe that the time of students is really very precious, and I really did not want much to be spoken about me. Anyways, I thank you again for that very elaborate and a gracious introduction. Namaskar, good evening to the ICSI members, the respected president, the respected vice president, all the fellow and associate members, the faculty, and the very dear students who would be appearing for this examination in the coming month. As Gitanjali ji has already mentioned that yes, I am also a company secretary. It was way back in 2004 that I did my CS final examinations. I cleared and I became an ACS, and it is almost more than 16, 17 years that I gave the examination. So friends, I won't be able to talk in detail about specific subjects, but yes, I can always talk about the important points which you all can keep in mind when you are preparing for the examinations. And it is also very important to understand the importance of the time which is available to you at present. So now let me start formally. I would just briefly, in 2 minutes, I would mention, like many of you might be wondering that since I was already a CS, so how I entered into the IAS, how I became an IAS officer. So to give a brief about me, I belong to district Panipat, Haryana, and I was actually doing my graduation from Shri Ram College of Commerce, Delhi University. When I was in my third year of graduation, I had already given that time the intermediate examination of CS. So as many of you might be aware of that earlier CS there were three stages: the foundation, inter, and then the final examination. Now, of course, pattern is little bit changed, but at that time there were three stages, and we were allowed to do the CS along with the graduation. So I was in my third year when I came across civil services, and I thought that I should try at least once. But when when I discussed this with my parents, especially my father, he became very apprehensive because you can understand I am talking about way back in 2003-4. So at that time, there are many nuances with respect to the civil services in the society. Also, this is in fact the toughest examination still in our country. And my parents got all those kind of apprehensions that she's a girl. Firstly, the exam is very tough. Then, even if she qualifies, which service she would get? After service, which cadre you will get? And then, how would you settle your married life? How would you settle your family? And these services are not, in any case, very easy to perform in. So all these apprehensions came to my father's mind. But then when I discussed with him, almost 6 to 8 months it took to convince him. So he suggested that I should have a plan B in my life. So by plan B, what he meant that even if I don't clear civil services, because it is still the toughest examination. So even if I don't clear civil services, then what alternative profession I would be choosing? Because he firmly believed at that time also that even if it's a male child or a female child, they should be getting adequate education, and they should be getting that opportunity to decide what they want to do in future. So basic education he had always promoted despite of the gender of the child. So my father suggested that I should have my professional career backup. So, taking his advice, I completed my graduation in 2003. I completed my CS in 2004. June 2004 examinations I had given, and I completed my finals in that. And in that year, I took admission in LLB from Delhi University. That was through an entrance examination. I qualified and I took admission in LLB. And then from 2004 onwards to 2007, these three things were parallel in my life. So my first priority was civil services preparation that I started. I was also doing LLB, that was a regular course. I was required to attend classes, and also I had taken job to gain experience as a company secretary. Of course, that job was on a private, on a part-time basis, but then there were few days in a month that I was required to go to that organization. So 2004 to 2007, these three things were parallel. And believe me, friends, it was not easy. My priority was, of course, civil services, but I had to do justice to my LLB also because it was a thing which I wanted to complete well in time. And of course, my job experience. So in 2006, I appeared for my first attempt. Unfortunately or fortunately, whatever, I could not clear the second stage. So I appeared for written examinations, but I did not get an interview call, and that was in 2006. So I got very much disappointed, demotivated, that this is the end, now what will I do? But then when I recollected after say 2 3 days, so I decided ki now in my second attempt I should be making so much efforts that I should not have any grudges against myself in future that I did not give my best. So this is the reason why I am sharing with you, is that you also have got this opportunity to perform and to give your best. And in future, you should not have any repentance that you did not give your best. So with that notion, in 2007, I again wrote the civil service examination, and by God's grace, I could qualify, and I got All India rank 13th. And since the result is announced in the following year, 2008, so my batch is 2008, and I got Tripura cadre from 2009. From after my training at Labasna, I joined Tripura. I worked there in various positions in field, which Gitanjali ji has already mentioned. And till 2016 I was there in till July, and then I moved to Haryana on inter-cadre deputation. For 4 years I worked there in various capacities in the field only, and then last year I joined by Tripura cadre, and I am posted as Special Resident Commissioner in Tripura Bhavan, Delhi. So this has been my journey, which has been full of experiences, full of challenges, full of new things to learn. And when we are talking about company secretaries as a profession, friends, I think you all should be taking pride in yourself that you have chosen this profession. If we talk about the profession company secretary, the profession chartered accountancy, my father is a chartered accountant, my elder sister is a chartered accountant. So I have seen these professions in my own family, in our close fraternity. These professions are still unparalleled as far as the Indian financial system is concerned, the Indian economy is concerned. And when we talk about specifically about company secretaries, company secretary is a profession which I feel is a blend of accountancy, it's a blend of accountancy, law, and governance. So at that time when I was appearing for my examination, there were recent changes in the form of MCA 21 coming up. Earlier there was an ROC, Registrar of Companies, which I'm sure you may not be now even getting an access to visit, because now everything is changed. MCA 21 was an initiative in which all the compliances by the companies were made online, and then there were so many rapid changes in the profession of company secretaries. We were a comparatively new profession if we compare to ICAI, which was established in 1949. ICSI was established in 1980. So there was a gap of decades, but then we have been able to bridge that gap and establish our own existence at the national level, at the international level. Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi in a conference, he mentioned about the role of company secretaries, wherein I would like to just read what he said. That he said that CS professionals decide the corporate culture. The company secretaries professional decide the corporate culture and are responsible for establishing the best corporate governance practices across the board of companies. So friends, the Honorable Prime Minister is already mentioning that the company secretaries professionals are establishing the good corporate governance practices across various boards of the companies. And the Prime Minister also urged ICSI to contribute in making our society an high-tech compliant society, in making our Indian society, the Indian financial system, a more high-tech compliant society. That was a message given by the Honorable Prime Minister. So, friends, why I'm mentioning is that you should take pride in being attached to be becoming a company secretary. And now I'll just mention briefly about your examination. The topic is that how to prepare for how to get success in examination, the success mantra. So friends, from my side, the first and foremost thing which should be clear in your mind whenever you are preparing for any examination is, why do you want to appear for this examination? Why are you taking this examination? It is true for all. It is true for anybody who is appearing for civil service examination. It is true for anybody who is preparing for an MBA entrance examination, or for that matter, a company secretary paper. So this purpose, if it is clear to you in your mind, you would be definitely be able to give your best. And whenever you are demotivated, whenever you are having some kind of confusions in mind, this burning purpose would be driving you, and it would be enabling you to ensure that you give your 100%. So first and foremost, it is very important that you are very much clear in your mind that why are you appearing for this examination, why do you want to become company secretary. And as company secretary, you can very well work in corporate sector, you can very well establish your own practice, you can work with any firm, any corporate firm, or you can work in any legal oriented firm also. So this gives you n number of opportunities. So this also should be, you should be having a at least a minor idea that after you clear this examination, how would your career progress? Initially, at least 3 to 5 years should be clear in your mind. So, friends, this is important that they should be clear. And when you are having that idea clear in your mind, you should have a plan to uh, utilize your time effectively. So time management, I'm sure you must have heard all these things which I would be saying, and honorable respected president sir also, he mentioned lot of things of how to concentrate, how to avoid unnecessary social media. I'm sure that you all must have heard all these things, but friends, you will not gain anything unless and until you practice. So the next important thing which I am requesting you all to do is that your time management. For example, I don't know the exact date sheet from which date the exams are starting, but you calculate the number of days available. I would not say months because we are already July, almost July end. So you calculate the number of days available to you, and you also see the subjects which you have to study. So if a candidate is appearing for an executive program examination, or if he or she is appearing for a professional examination, professional stage examination, so there is a difference in the module, and the module wise there is a difference in the number of subjects in which you have to appear. So accordingly, you have to be clear that you have to appear in, say, suppose 6 papers, or you have to appear in so many number of papers, and then how much time is available to you. And as per the time availability to you, you divide your time in number of days, and always keep some time towards the end for your revision. Friends, you will not be able to perform well if you don't revise your topics well. And by revision, I would mean not only just mugging and just revising in your mind. It is very much important that you should be able to replicate in the examination, to write what you know, to comprehend what you have gained, to comprehend the knowledge which you have gained, to present effectively your thoughts. That is very important. So, for that matter, if possible, you can have your own notes. Some candidates feel more comfortable in making their own notes. Some feel comfortable from reading from the books or any other study material. Some do a combination, like they would make short notes. So whatever mechanism you're adopting, it should be in such a way that when it is the penultimate time for the examination to begin, you should be having the notes ready, and you should be able to practice answer writing if possible. Otherwise, your practice should be in such a manner that you are able to write. So for civil service examination, for example, we say in that examination that mains is the most important, because mains examination is the written examination, prelims is the objective test. So in that, answer writing becomes very important, and for answer writing we always say that repeated revisions and repeated answer writing is the key. Similarly, for this company secretary's examination also, I would again say the same thing: revisions, writing practice, and your recollection of what you know, and then reproducing in the examination. That is most important. So when I am talking about your time management, you should take care in the mind these important things, कि आपके पास कितना समय अवेलेबल रहेगा, उसमें आप कितना सब्जेक्ट को कितना टाइम देंगे, एक दिन में आपको 2 सब्जेक्ट पढ़ने हैं या 3 पढ़ने हैं या एक इंडिविजुअल सब्जेक्ट पढ़ना है, हाउ मेनी नंबर ऑफ आवर्स यू आर डिवोटिंग टू इन अ डे. 14-15 घंटे का एवरेज मुझे लगता है कि करना चाहिए, स्पेशली ड्यूरिंग द एंड डेज ऑफ द एग्जामिनेशन. लास्ट का अगर 1 महीना ही बचा है हमारे पास या 15 दिन ही बचे हैं, तो इससे कम में तो आप अच्छा स्कोर नहीं ला पाएंगे. आई नो कि CS इज नॉट सच एन एग्जामिनेशन जिसमें आपका रैंकिंग, ऑफकोर्स रैंकिंग होता है, जैसे मेरा फाउंडेशन में आया था, आई वॉज ऑल इंडिया 6th रैंक इन फाउंडेशन, बट वो रैंक है वो बहुत ज्यादा आगे मैटर नहीं करता. फ्रैंकली मतलब आई एम शेयरिंग कि इट डज नॉट मैटर मच. द ओनली थिंग इज दैट यू हैव टू बी पासिंग द एग्जामिनेशन. मतलब आपको पास करना है. जो कट ऑफ जो इंस्टीट्यूट की तरफ से जो कट ऑफ मार्क्स हैं, जो कट ऑफ परसेंटेज है, उस कट ऑफ को पास करना है, ये आपका मोटिव होना चाहिए. ऑफ कोर्स इफ यू गेट अ रैंक दैट इज वंडरफुल, बट द मेन मोटिव शुड बी कि आपको ना तो इसमें रिसर्च करनी है, ना ही PhD करनी है. जो सब्जेक्ट्स हैं इसमें आपको पास होना है, विद ग्रेसफुली पास होना है, एंड यू हैव टू एक्चुअली क्लियर दिस एग्जामिनेशन. तो इसको ध्यान में रखते हुए यू हैव टू प्रायोरिटाइज योर टाइम. देयर आर weak points, there are strong points of all aspirants. मेरे भी थे, मेरे आज भी हैं. कुछ सब्जेक्ट्स में मैं बहुत कंफर्टेबल थी, कुछ में मैं नहीं थी. तो यू आइडेंटिफाई जो आपके स्ट्रॉन्ग पॉइंट्स हैं उनको कैसे लिवरेज करना है. हाउ डू यू डिराइव बेनिफिट फ्रॉम योर स्ट्रॉन्ग की एरियाज, एंड इफ दे आर स्कोरिंग देन नथिंग लाइक दैट. एंड जो वीक एरियाज हैं उनको एटलीस्ट कंफर्टेबल लेवल पे जाना है कि अगर कोई क्वेश्चन आ गया तो बेसिक हम उसके लिख पाए, बेसिक जवाब हम दे पाए. that should be our strategy. Do not try to become a research scholar. That is not at all required in the examination, right? So this is very important that you have your time management, you identify topics, you identify the number of hours, and then आप उसमें उसकी आप तैयारी करो. Now friends, there are few things which students keep asking me. So generally I would mention 5-6 points in here that which are the common concerns. So एक point तो यही होता है that how many number of hours do we study. तो number of hours का वही है कि 10 से 12 घंटे initially, and then when you are appearing for your examination, जब peak time आ जाता है 14, 15, 16 घंटे. I mean the only time which you need for your sleep, for keeping yourself fresh, फॉर कीपिंग योर सेल्फ मोटिवेटेड, उसको खाना पीना को मिला के उसको अलग करके बाकी जो टाइम अवेलेबल है उसको पढ़ाई में ही देना है. डू नॉट बी डिस्ट्रैक्टेड बाय एनी अदर थिंग्स विच आर अवेलेबल. एंड देन और भी क्वेश्चंस मेरे से एस्पिरेंट्स पूछते हैं कि वी टेंड टू बी डीमोटिवेटेड, अगर नहीं होगा तो क्या करें. तो फ्रेंड्स, वन थिंग इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, दैट वर्ल्ड इज नॉट गोइंग टू एंड. इवन इफ यू डोंट क्लियर CS एग्जामिनेशन, ऐसा नहीं है कि आप लाइफ में कुछ नहीं कर पाएंगे. आई एम नॉट सेइंग टू इन अ सेंस टू टेक दिस एग्जाम लाइटली. आई एम नॉट एट ऑल सेइंग दैट. आई एम जस्ट सेइंग दैट यू हैव टू बी श्योर. पहली तो बात यही है कि यू हैव टू बी श्योर दैट यू विल क्लियर दिस एग्जामिनेशन. सेकेंडली बात यह है जो मैंने इनिशियली अपनी टॉक में बात बोली थी, प्लान बी की. तो वो आपके माइंड में बैकअप होना चाहिए कि अगर आपका ये एग्जाम अभी नहीं होता है तो आप कितने अटेम्प्ट्स दोगे, बिकॉज देयर इज अ लिमिट एज पर द एज, आई नो, एंड एज पर द कैटेगरी. तो आप कब तक एग्जाम दोगे, और अगर बाई चांस अगर आपको ये नहीं हो रहा है तो व्हाट विल यू डू. तो दिस शुड बी क्लियर. तो वंस दिस इज क्लियर इन योर माइंड, व्हेनेवर यू आर डीमोटिवेटेड, दिस विल कीप मोटिवेटिंग यू कि नहीं, हमको ये करना है, करना है, करना है. So this thing is very important that you keep yourself motivated. And then if even if you're not clear in this examination, there's always a next time. ऐसा नहीं है क्योंकि अभी भी हमने in fact last 2 years, in fact 1.5 years से we have seen that due to COVID-19 pandemic, the way education system is being changed. The school classes are being run online. Colleges are not open. All lectures, everything is now converted on a digital mode. Even our office workings for our meetings, we are having VCs, we are having webinars, we are having online sessions. So the webinar like this, I am sure that prior to March 2020, not many such webinars we would attend. There were more of physical meetings, physical interactions. I remember I had visited Prasad Nagar Institute even after clearing the civil service examination. And recently, I think in last 1 year, this is my fourth webinar with the ICSI members. So I have done with other chapters also. So this kind of learning which you are getting, friends, take this an opportunity कि आपका जो time physical movement में जा रहा था वो आपका save हो रहा है. You are able to concentrate. Of course, it is not easy for everybody to get access to all the online lectures, but now I'm sure that the teaching faculty they have tried to create these online resource materials very effectively. So try and use that effectively. सोशल मीडिया जो है उसका आप उतना ही यूज कीजिए जितना आपको अपनी तैयारी में जरूरत है. डू नॉट स्पेंड मच टाइम ऑन सोशल मीडिया. The respected president sir also said that WhatsApp and Twitter and everything is available now, but that does not mean that you have to use it if it is not helping you. Only follow those profiles, only follow those accounts, those websites, those YouTube channels on which you are getting some information which is relevant to you, which is helping you in your studies, or which is helping you in making your own in helping you in improving your own personality or personality development. तो उन्हीं को फॉलो कीजिए. डू नॉट यूज सोशल मीडिया अननेसेसरली. एंड व्हाट इफ नॉट. तो व्हाट इफ नॉट जो है दिस ऑल्सो शुड बी क्लियर टू यू. एंड वर्ल्ड डज नॉट एंड. वर्ल्ड डज नॉट एंड एट ऑल. So be your own motivator. Have faith in your own self. It is very important to give importance to your physical as well as mental health. Friends, we have seen, especially during COVID-19 pandemic, so many cases being reported amongst the students that they are suffering from mental health issues. I can understand, very fully understand that as younger people, we need much more interaction to meet the friends physically, to visit colleges, to attend the classes physically. But unfortunately, COVID-19 pandemic has changed the way we have been living our lives. And this is the new normal which we have accepted. And we have to still move forward carrying this new normal, because still the danger of third wave is not over. And we have seen how deadly the COVID-19 second wave was. Almost everybody has lost a friend or a family member or a relative or someone known in the office or close social circles. So that was very much unfortunate. And we all never would want that such kind of scenario we would face it again. So friends, this is the new normal which we have to accept. And almost all examinations have been rescheduled. I know the CS examination also generally they happen in the month of June, which is now rescheduled to August. But don't be disheartened. Maybe this all challenges have made us even more strong, and they have actually helped the humanity to rise to the occasion. And we as human beings have shown our resilience, have shown our strength. So if we can show our resilience and strength and willpower while facing COVID-19 challenges, why we can't clear the examination? Why we can't clear this company secretary's examination with flying colors? So give importance to your mental health, stay motivated, give importance to your physical health. Take short breaks in between. It is not a crime to take short breaks, because if you are not motivated, if you are not, what to say, if you are not happy, if you do not understand what you are reading, you won't be able to write it in the examination very effectively. So it is important that you keep that balance in mind. Stay happy, take proper food, take proper nutrition, do not avoid meals at any cost, and make a balance. If you have some hobby, devote some time to your hobby so that you feel fresh, so that you do not feel demotivated or depressed. So I think these were the key points which I wanted to say. And friends, towards the end, because I am working in administration, there are few things which I would always like to request the younger generation whenever I interact with them, that there are n number of opportunities, my dear friends, through which you can help the people around you, which through which you can help the society, the nation, and you can actually contribute towards nation building. You can see various number of flagship programs, whether it is Swachh Bharat Abhiyan, Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Abhiyan, Jal Shakti Mission, Pradhan Mantri Jan Dhan Yojana. Now recently so many initiatives launched under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. So there are so many number of opportunities are available in which you can contribute towards the society to help the people around you. एंड गवर्नमेंट में जितने भी प्रोग्राम्स हैं, जितने भी फ्लैगशिप प्रोग्राम्स एंड स्कीम्स हैं, they are successful if and only if they reach the intended beneficiaries. And for making them reach the intended beneficiaries, it is very important that we have public participation, that we have a proper citizen participation in the governance. C2G and G2C is a relationship which is very much important these days to ensure effective public service delivery. So I would request that as responsible citizens, please help in the administration also to take forward these flagship programs. Especially in COVID-19, we have seen so many organizations, civil society organizations, NGOs, individuals, public spirited citizens to come forward and take the leadership, take the responsibility of helping not only the people who were in distress, people who were migrant labor, people who were living in slums, by giving them food, by giving them clothes, and all the daily essential items. We have seen people helping out each other recently through the supply of these oxygen cylinders, concentrators, the medicines. Social media played a very important role. So, friends, as the powerhouse of the country, as the youth of the country, we all should take pride that India is the youngest country in the world, and you are the resource people who would be taking the nation forward. So this is a request and appeal from my side. And for the end, I would only like to say that stay focused. Whatever is your dream, you should be believing in that. So if you believe, then only you will achieve. And I always remember 3 C's: courage, conviction, and consistency. Courage, conviction, and consistency. You should have the courage to take a decision, and the conviction why you took it, and consistency means that you have to keep doing if you do not achieve your goal, and love what you do and do what you love. So love what you do and do what you love, and you are the creator, you are the script writers of your dream. And dream is an acronym actually which I have been using for like now quite a reasonable time, which I decode as diligence, resilience, energy, ambition, motivation. I would repeat it here: diligence, resilience, energy, ambition, motivation. If you dream, you will definitely achieve with your 100% efforts, and you are the key drivers of technological innovation, of bringing the social change, bringing cohesiveness in society. So keep contributing positively to people, to the society around you. And in the end, a Hindi prose I would just like to reiterate here, which I'm sure most of us you must be knowing, that कि तुम समय की रेत पर छोड़ते चलो निशान, देखती तुम्हें जमीन, देखता है आसमान. So you keep moving and you keep leaving your footprints. So the entire Nation is watching you, the earth is watching you, the sky is watching. So believe in your own self, and even sky is not the limit. What we say, the recent Tokyo Olympics have shown that, especially for females, I am very much passionate. Always I have been working about for the welfare of women and girls wherever I got the opportunity. So the first Olympic silver medal which we have got this time is by a young girl from Manipur. So especially for girls, my message is that no one can stop you from achieving what you want. The only thing is that you have to keep believing in your own self. And it is also very important for the society that they support the dreams, they support the aspirations of our young girls and women, and empower them, enable them to reach to the level which they are aspiring. And we all need to see a more gender inclusive society. We all need to have more gender parity in all professions. So thank you so much for inviting me here, and my best wishes to all the students. I am sure you all would be doing very well in your examination, and my best wishes to all of you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, ma'am, for your influential message.